Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, the place where I read you the boring crypto news Monday through Friday every morning, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and I'm your host. Let's get into it. FTX spent $40 million on food, flights, and hotels in just 9 months. Court filings. DCG, Digital Currency Group, under investigation by U.S. authorities. And Logan Paul back in the news. Logan Paul backflips on defamation lawsuit against Coffeezilla and apologizes. What? All right, let's go. Bitcoin, green day, y'all. Let's go ahead and look at the daily charts. What am I doing with my life? Okay, there we go. All right, like I said, volatility going into the weekend is pretty standard here in the crypto space. This resistance level that we're looking at 16,908. We broke out, came down, touched, had what looks like an itty bitty mini doji candle, and then bounced off of it, which I mean, look, is textbook going from resistance into support and back up. And again, this was originally support as well, but was heavy resistance right here, and that's why I drew this line. So again, we broke out, we tested, and we kept going, which is classic. It's textbook, it's bullish, it looks good. Now we're hitting right about this 17,250, which was resistance right here. It doesn't look like it's super strong, but we're hitting this and we're getting a bit of a pullback, which makes sense. I mean, we had a good run up here over the last few days. People probably taking profits. It makes sense. The question is, where do we go from here? Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum, same thing, man. Good breakouts. And again, I know I don't touch on too many other coins besides Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the reason being is, guys, this isn't really a trading channel. This is just more for some quick info to give you guys while you're driving to work or run out, or what the charts look like. So my point in saying that is, I know that there's been all sorts of altcoins across the board that have been going ham, and I'm not in them, and I got a little bit of FOMO, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just playing it safe right now, man. Personally, I don't want to go the full degenerate route and start playing some really risky alts. I want to keep my stack safe right now, so I'm only playing blue chips. But again, the only reason I bring this up is just to help you guys get a small grasp on what the market's doing before we go into the news. So I don't really want to spend I don't want to spend any time at all personally going into like crazy alts right now, because I still don't think it's too safe. If you are an alt, long-winded thing I'm getting at, if you are an alt and you've made some money, dude, be smart, take some profit. So let's go into Ethereum before I talk way too much. Ethereum broke out of the 1259, just blew right past the $1,300 level, and we're still moving up. So just like Bitcoin, this was resistance. We broke out of it, we touched and took off again. We turned old resistance into support, and now we're rocking and rolling. Classic, guys. Classic breakout, which is good. This is all bullish, and now we have all this mess to figure out what we're gonna do. So these are going to be our resistance and support levels that I'm looking at to see if there's going to be pullbacks, etc. Over here around, we've got support around the 1275. We've got resistance. And again, it's doing exactly what Bitcoin's doing too over here. When we had this fake out, we're hitting that 1320 level, and we're getting bits of pullback. And outside of this, I think we got to blow past this 1340 level before we see any kind of like real big volatility like this stuff that you're seeing over here, guys. So once we get through, if we blow through all of this, so let's say what's the biggest resistance level here, this 1364, 1376. If we blow past this, there's not a lot of resistance keeping it from getting back up to here into this $1,500, $1,600 level that I see. But guys, just trade smart, man. You know, like I said, I keep kicking at a dead horse, but if you made profits in this run over the weekend, take them out, because we're still in the middle of you know, this isn't going to be the next bull run here yet, guys. We're still in the midst of a bear cycle, so this could all collapse and do one of these bad boys like today. Who knows? Just be smart, take profits, keep an eye on the charts, tight stop losses, nothing's changed. All right, moving on to the news. Way too much time on charts, guys, I apologize. Rambling this morning. All right, FTX spent $40 million on food, flights, and hotels in just 9 months, court filings. Damn, would have been fun to work for FTX in just 9 months. All right, FTX did not hold back on company expenses in the Bahamas according to the court documents. FTX Bahamian company spent a staggering amount of money on luxury hotels and accommodations, flights, and food in the 9 months before the exchange collapsed, court filings have revealed. According to bankruptcy court documents reviewed by Business Insider, FTX Digital Markets went through $40 million between last January and September before filing for bankruptcy in November because of liquidity issues. It's all in their food. More than $15 million went on luxury hotels and accommodations, with $5.8 million of that at one resort, the Albany Hotel. This is the luxury resort. This is the luxury resort is where, wow. See, I always wonder if it's me that can't talk or if it's being typed incorrectly. Anyway, this is the luxury resort where Sam Bankman-Fried lived in his $30 million penthouse until his arrest, the report added. Around $3.6 million went on the Grand Hyatt, a 4-star hotel that hosted British royalty in March. There was also $800,000 spent at a 5-star Rosewood resort. Furthermore, almost $7 million was spent on meals and entertainment, with around half of that on catering services, according to documents. Nearly $4 million was spent on flights, and over $500,000 was spent on postage and delivery. FTX even made a private deal with an air carrier to fly their Amazon orders from a Miami depot department, since the e-commerce giant didn't deliver to the Bahamas, according to the London's Financial Times. The FT added that the firm also provided Bahamas staff with a full suite of cars and gas covered for all employees and unlimited full expense covered trips to any office globally. In December, a former employee revealed the extent of the company's excessive luxury expenditures, saying it was cult-like. The entire operation was iconically and moronically inefficient, she said at the time. FTX also made numerous donations to local charities and organizations in the Bahamas. There has been speculation that some of these donations may have to be returned. That's unfortunate, as the Caribbean island nation tries to move on, according to January report in local media. Bankman-Fried entered a plea of not guilty, LOL, to 8 criminal charges in the U.S. District Court in the Southern District of New York on January 3rd. Sam pleading not guilty. Interesting. Again, like I said last week, I'm sure he's being advised by some decent lawyers. I don't know how well that's going to work out for him. A plea deal probably sounds like the safest thing. Get something out of it, but like a shorter sentence, I have no idea. But again, I'm not surprised, guys. These guys were playing like they own the sandbox. $40 million in 9 months, and then we went bankrupt, and we don't know why. Moving on. DCG, Digital Currency Group, under investigation by U.S. authorities. This is a continuation of all the stuff we got reading last week, guys, with Gemini, etc., etc. So let's see what's going on. U.S. authorities are reportedly investigating internal transfers from Digital Currency Group to its subsidiary Genesis. Crypto conglomerate Digital Currency Group, or DCG, is under investigation by the United States Department of Justice's Eastern District of New York and the Securities Exchange Commission, SEC, according to a Bloomberg report. The authorities are digging into internal transfers between DCG and its subsidiary crypto lending firm, Genesis Global Capital, according to the report, which cited people familiar with the matter. Prosecutors have already requested interviews and documents from both companies, while the SEC is running a similar early-stage inquiry. As of yet, no indictment has been brought against DCG, nor has either U.S. agency provided any information about the case. A spokesperson from DCG said the company was unaware of an investigation. DCG has a strong culture of integrity and has always conducted its business lawfully. We have no knowledge of or reason to believe that there is any Eastern District of New York investigation into DCG. Genesis is one of the companies affected by the contagious wave following the collapse of FTX in November. According to the firm's disclosure on November 10th, it has $175 million locked up in an FTX trading account. Genesis halted withdrawals on November 16th due to liquidity issues and has engaged with investment bank Moelis and Company to assist with restructuring. Genesis owes $900 million to the crypto exchange Gemini. They operated together as a product called Gemini Earn, which allows crypto investors to earn 8% interest on their crypto loans. Gemini claims that DCG failed to repay Genesis, leading to the failure of payments to Gemini's clients. Among other DCG subsidiaries are Grayscale Investments, media outlets CoinDesk, crypto exchange Luno, and Bitcoin mining company Foundry. Cointelegraph reported that most of Grayscale Trust funds are trading at a discount, with Ethereum Classic Trust trading at the deepest discount of 77% on January 4th, followed by Litecoin Trust at 65% and Bitcoin Cash Trust at 57%. We'll see, guys. Just more, again, potentially FUD, potentially true, bad news for DCG. We'll see where they go from here. And last but not least, on this Monday morning of Boring Crypto IO, Logan Paul backflips on defamation lawsuit against Coffeezilla and apologizes. Logan Paul has deleted his response video aimed at Coffeezilla and apologized in a surprising U-turn. YouTuber Logan Paul has deleted a video in which he threatened to sue internet detective Coffeezilla over a 3-part series that painted Paul's CryptoZoo project as a scam. According to Coffeezilla, in January 6th, Paul has promised to drop his threats of filing a defamation lawsuit over the videos. And here is Coffeezilla's tweet about that. Feel free to follow Coffeezilla and see what he's reporting about, guys, and what he's talking about. Sharing a screenshot from the CryptoZoo Discord server, Coffeezilla also showed a message from Paul confirming he had deleted his initial response to Coffeezilla's video series and apologized. It read, "It was rash and misaligned with the trust issue at hand, so I called him today and apologized. The war is not with Coffee. In fact, I'm grateful he brought this to light. I will be taking accountability, apologizing, and coming forward with a plan in the near future," Paul added. At the time of writing, Paul's January 3rd response video to Coffeezilla's accusations has been removed from YouTube. The tweet pointing to the video is still up, as is his initial December 23rd post calling the allegations not true. The two YouTubers began a war of words after Coffeezilla launched the first of a 3-part video series on December 17th, accusing CryptoZoo of numerous business malpractices while also calling out Paul, the face of the project. In his now deleted response video to Coffeezilla, Paul accused Coffeezilla of defamation, adding, "I'll see you in court." Coffeezilla mentioned in his post that Paul is possibly making a 3rd response, but at the time of writing, neither Paul nor Coffeezilla has shed any further light on the matter. Cointelegraph reached out to both Paul and Coffeezilla for a comment, but did not receive a response before publication. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think about this? Do you think Paul intentionally created an NFT scam? Was this a money grab? Do you think he's innocent? Do you think Crypto or Coffeezilla just creates content going after big names to get eyeballs on his content? I don't know, guys. This whole celebrity stuff is always kind of funny to me. I try and stay out of it, but it's fun to read and talk about. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this story. And as per usual, if you are still here at the end of the video, I thank you for watching these videos. So please, if you like the content I provide here on Boring Crypto IO, please subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for notifications, like the videos, and I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early, and I'll do my best not to mess up my words. I am out of here.